Hello everyone, good evening, and welcome to the Season 26 tournament, group stage. This is Group B between Sir Nibbles and Schmitty. I am your host for this evening, Ink, and joining me in the comms booth is Squid and Mari making their comms debut. How are you doing, Squid?
Doing fantastic, thank you for having me here.
Now, there's something I want to explain before we start. Not related to the tournament, more so related to the broadcast. We are having technical difficulties at the moment. Stream Elements, which is our source to provide the overlays. So as you can see, we have it on Strength Power DX and Pros from last night. Yeah, it's not working. It won't let me in. It won't let me access it. I've tried troubleshooting it for the past 20 minutes or so, and it refuses to let me get access. It must be some weird permissions thing or something weird like that. But now I'm locked out because I'm requesting too many SMSs to log in. So we basically will not have an accurate overlay for this stream. I don't want to make the players wait. We don't have time to troubleshoot for another 15-20 minutes. So apologies for the overlays to anybody who's watching. It's not accurate at all. The title is more accurate. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to make people wait. There's not much I can do on this front. We're like kind of screwed on that end. Rule is saying he might be able to, but I'm not sure that's the case because it's a permit. It's like a permissions thing of some weird kind. I can't even like access I can't log in basically. So we will fix the stream. Yeah, what's up here? Anyways, so yeah, Schmitty versus Nibbles. I'm not gonna make them wait any longer, so I will tell them. I'll let them know that the players can go ahead and start. And they're underway. And Nibbles gets first turn.
Or seed right off the bat.
Let's check level 3s. We got nothing on either side, so yeah, just a couple players exchanging prots. Nibbles not flighting.
Mechanical arrow.
Does that reach? No.
Oh. Probably looking for an arrow here as well, maybe? Trapped. Looks here that Nibbles trying to make some room for himself. The case could be a problem. So what are your thoughts here?
Oh, oh, Pegasus, wow. Okay, well that's a very defensive spell, so that's interesting that Schmitty brought it. Nibbles, of course, loves bringing Arcane Bomb. Bank is also very strong on this map because you heal passively off the Armageddon. And wow, putting Protection Shield on a Pegasus is also wild. It looks like Schmitty has a more defensive book, but hard to say still. Hasn't revealed everything.
Just a lot of protection seals going back and forth right now.
Yeah, Protection Shield stacking is pretty big and tense, and, well, looks like Schmitty's strategy of Pegasus kinda is paying off because Nibbles brought Deluge, so that's going to completely negate it and give Schmitty top control for the rest of the game.
I'm curious to see what other spells they got for sure.
I imagine both have Mega Boulder. I'm curious to see what spells they have for, you know, digging and also for just generic damage. Like, normally people bring Clock, Cuckoo Clock.
Right.
Morning Sun, wow, okay. Nibbles has quite a few aerials, and Schmitty has been prepared for that.
Another Pegasus summon.
I suspect Schmitty did not bring Pebbles, and is hoping the Armageddons will clear things out. So, if the Arma RNG is really bad, this could actually draw, sadly. I hate to say it so early, but...
Oh, that's understandable, especially considering he's kind of stuck down there. He went ahead and threw that arc bomb right there into the aura. Now he's got to get past it somehow. Perhaps he's got another summon. Schmitty getting close to max prot. Protection shield covered him on the aura.
Is Nibbles gonna dig down, or up? That is the question.
For us.
Looks like down. So, still, like, the space is not enough to actually get through, in any way. Like, Schmitty can't fit anything down there. Unless he has BFTP somehow, but... And Nibbles is just gonna keep clearing out the map.
Even if a really good shock bomb could have definitely bounced off in that circle there and probably gotten closer to him.
Oh yeah, I think Shock Bomb might have reached. And yeah, Schmitty's gonna stop Nibbles from digging. I think Schmitty's gonna depend heavily on the totems to sort of zone Nibbles out and force him somewhere else. And Nibbles brought Maelstrom. That is another interesting one. I think Schmitty has kind of outbooked him here, based on the spells he has.
It truly does not help having those Pegasus there covering him, so it's going to be a bit of a pain. Oh, he's clearing out some room. I feel like this might be his way of negating Schmitty knowing where to put an aura.
Okay, Schmitty does have Pebbles, so he's just chosen not to dig and let the totems kind of destroy Nibbles on their own, rather than go aggressively. Although he is making some space for himself now. The thing is with Nibbles, like, he's revealed so many spells that are not good for direct damage, in the sense that they're aerials or something else. Like, you know, Maelstrom. Water Ball isn't that good for direct damage unless you can do like a Water Ball skid, which did do to clear out land, like right here.
Here we go, yep.
But in terms of like, if Schmitty like just goes down and starts blocking him or spearing him. I'm not sure what Nibbles has in response.
But again, we've only seen about 4 of his spells so far, roughly.
On Nibbles' side, let me think. We've seen Deluge,
5.
Sun, Maelstrom,
6.
Bank, Light Prot. So that's about 7 or 8, I want to say.
Yeah, I think, yeah, roughly, yeah.
And we
My
assume,
miscalculation there.
and we assume Mudball Mega Boulder could be like, oh, sorry, a Mech. That's another one. That's 8. So about 10 or 11 spells, I want to say. Whereas Schmitty hasn't revealed anything. Like, he's just been prot stacking, pebbling, that's it. So the only thing I know about Schmitty, though, is that he was a player who played OG a lot, and he likes his OG spells. He doesn't like using the new stuff, so probably
So
has...
I've noticed so far.
Yeah, it probably has some kind of generic book.
And, you know, those are my first thoughts. As soon as I saw that Pegasus, I was like, oh, this guy might be going standard OG.
Yeah, Pegasus isn't very common even with standard OG and low times, but it's normally like a ultra defensive choice. But I think Schmitty did like some research on Nibbles and found that Nibbles probably likes to bring aerials or something like that, so that's why he prepared for it. Has a lot of land cleared out.
That's me curious. You know, I'm wondering if maybe he's just trying to delete as much land as possible. Hopefully, hoping that he can get a sync some way. Would really change the tides here.
Yeah, maybe he has Gravity Pulse or Entangle.
There's a possibility. We've got, what, a couple of other spells to see?
Yeah, at least 3 or 4 spells left that we don't know what Nibbles has.
Oh. Very well placed water ball there, doing some damage to the Pegasus.
Interestingly enough, Schmitty is also using Pebbles to dig, so both players are kind of just clearing out all the terrain. And it seems like this might be the type of match where once all the terrain is cleared out, they'll finally engage.
Few bits of damage to Pegasus and Schmitty. Water ball is, we'll see if water ball comes in clutch, actually. Seems to be the main spell here now. More protection shields.
Alright, Schmitty trying to zone off Nibbles here. I think Schmitty maybe realizes Nibbles' strat is to just sync spam. Which
Yeah, it's definitely a hard possibility.
which is kind of hard to engage into given his book.
We are halfway through the turns. We're at 30 out of 60.
Wow, halfway through and we had pretty much no damage done to either player.
You know, it could be that maybe they're feeling each other out. Might get a draw, maybe not. But it could just be that the players are feeling each other out right now, trying to see where one another is at.
The totems are quite... Yeah, the Nibbles is kind of out of space here. He's gonna have to move, most likely.
Yeah. He's definitely put himself in a hard position, and we got the first Q.
All right, Nibbles, or excuse me, Schmitty, do you have Entangle? Doesn't look like he does. Oh, another
Really
Q
bad
back.
positioning here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got our second Q.
All right, Nibbles
this
is
change the
finally
tides?
engaging. I'm expecting Gravity Pulse. Yep, there's the Gravity Pulse. He misses,
does
though.
have it.
He misses. All right, well, what's Schmitty's response gonna be? Gravity Pulse back!
They definitely have each other on this one here. Ooh.
I did not expect Schmitty to have Gravity Pulse, considering he normally likes his OG spells, but... Now Nibbles is actually kind of in the rougher spot. He doesn't have much of a place to work with here. And Consume
I had a
Soul.
feeling that one was coming. I had a feeling that was coming. Question is, does he have it as well? Blood Ball. Already
Nibbles
starting to
getting
get those
to-
aerials in.
Yeah, starting to actually put them to good use. Schmitty's just gonna let Nibbles take damage to the Armageddon here.
Let's not forget, he's still, I think he's able to teleport as well if he needs to. It would take away that flight, unfortunately. Get some arcane arrows to hit.
Still letting the
Nibbles has already
Void...
lost.
Oh, go on.
I was to say, it looks like Nibbles already lost some HP here. Finally out of the protection shield point. Or protection shields.
Yeah, both players getting their protection shield back. The totem armas are not really in the best place for Nibbles, so he's gonna have to move a little bit. You gonna try lobbing a Gravity Pulse? No, just Morning Sun. Schmitty could go over in Gravity Pulse, though, and that's what he's gonna do. But he needs to, of course, be careful not to get Gravity Pulse back. Oh, did he Q? He Q'd!
Ooh! And that's an easy one right there for Sir Nibbles. He's going to go ahead and get that gravity pulse and sink him. Or not. Ooh!
Straight Consume Soul to sink.
Well played.
And now Schmitty is in deep trouble.
Alright, what are we revealing? Get another gravity pulse. Some armor damage there as well.
Nibbles might try for an Arcane Bomb sink here. I think he might not have enough time, though. Yeah, he definitely wants to try and sink Schmitty here. And Schmitty trying to block that with the Pegasus. Water Ball
Trying
down.
to take some ground, yeah. He's trying to get some ground here from him.
Oh, what a Gravity Pulse.
Ooh.
That's into the Void. And that's big damage onto Nibbles. He's gonna be forced to tower here. Schmitty does have pebbles, so this is a pretty easy de-tower if he wants it.
About what I was expecting from Schmitty. Get on that Pegasus, kind of help him prevent the whole sinking process here.
Wow, that
Ooh.
gravity pulse almost sinks Schmitty. Now he has to be careful.
I think we're gonna see another sink here. Ooh! Big damage by Schmitty with the cuckoo clock.
Gravity pulse does not sink Schmitty. Now, if Schmitty can get some damage onto Nibbles, he can sink him. And gets a drain that will knock Schmitty into the void, but it will sink Nibbles. Nibbles TPing to the right. That will put him into safety for now. And Schmitty, yeah, he's not going to make that.
That's unlucky.
He has about 10 turns to close out if he wants to win this. Was moving the bank out of harm's way so that he can start healing off the Armageddons, and does get to tower, although in the Arma won't be that bad. I think it's going to be very hard for Schmitty to engage further here, though. Oh, that's awkward positioning. That's a Maelstrom. Oh, it doesn't sink him. The Pegasus saves him.
Yeah, I don't think he's got enough time here quite yet. He's got to get out of this Arma.
Deluge. Here comes the Deluge. But it moves Schmitty to the right, which is where he wants to be, and Nibbles is almost in the Armageddon here. Schmitty gonna flight prot and let the Armageddon slowly chip away at Nibbles. Detowers him, so he's gonna be forced to flight prot himself and move away. But the question is where? He doesn't have many good spots.
Ooh, he's put himself once again in a very bad position.
Question is, can Schmitty even punish this? Because he might not be able to get over there in time. Okay, he puts a tree down so that he can engage into Nibbles easier, but Nibbles is gonna go on move away. And Morning Sun comes out.
Just trying to force Schmitty to go down into the Arma there.
Here comes the Mega Boulder. But it's not going to reach that much, and it doesn't deflight Nibbles. Now Nibbles is going to come over and potentially Gravity Pulse sink him. Or Consume Soul. That works as well.
Ooh.
The only issue is any damage will likely sink Nibbles if it has enough knockback. Alright, Schmitty
Still
playing it
even
safe.
at that.
Just towering.
Nibbles is doing well though.
The issue is we're at the turn count where Schmitty might be able to go into the water and queue. Like, we're on turn 57, so there's not much time left. And yeah, Mudball is gonna kind of force a draw here. Nibbles is gonna give it a try, but I don't see him being able to do enough damage in time. Yeah, Schmitty realizes that he can just force a draw here. He's gonna stay in the watering queue. So this game's gonna draw. That means that we'll go to game 2 still at 0-0. And yeah,
Yeah, he's going for the cues.
We'll see if the players chase, or excuse me, the players do any other type of book switch-ups next match.
Well, and that goes for the first match. Heavy draw here. Schmitty got really low, was sunk himself, decided to go ahead and get that draw in, save himself, and they're most likely going to look into changing up books there, because that was a bit of a slow game, I'm sure, for them. Just watching this lobby.
Yeah, Finn, apologies, Stream Elements is sort of dysfunctional right now, at least for my end, so hence why the scoreboard and panel interfaces and everything are incorrect. Still can't get access to it. I tried during the match, so we'll see if that changes before the match ends, but
Well, little thoughts on the first match. How did you think that went, Ink?
pretty slow, to be honest. Slower than I thought it would be. It looks like Nibbles has a strategy of try and sink your opponent, essentially. Doesn't have much direct damage. We're going to be underway for game 2, though.
Yep, here we are.
Nibbles is going to start off with 4 seed. Check level 3s. Still no level 3s, so yes, the score is 0-0. And Schmitty deciding to flash down.
Got a little hemogoblin going. See what Schmitty's response. Tower's up.
The question is, are both players just going to set up for the first 30 turns again, or have we seen book switches that indicate otherwise? It looks like Nibbles has probably not changed his book much, considering he's going to be adopting the similar strategy here to before.
Looks like he's got himself a Storm Spirit.
Yeah. Is this going to be... Yep, Arcane Bomb to dig. So Nibbles is going to keep strategy of try and sink your opponent going. Question is Nibbles going... sorry, Schmitty going to start chasing? I mean, summons a peg. So most likely no book changes then. That bank is going to trap it though.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. It seemed that, oh! Schmitty with the flash, getting the Hemogoblin off of the Pegasus.
Here comes the Deluge. That will kill the Pegasus and do some damage to Schmitty, although not get rid of his Flight Prot. And now Schmitty is going to kill the Blood Bank here. Doesn't want Nibbles to have a healing minion out.
Poor thing, it didn't deserve that.
Well, it is good to kill because, you know, with the Armageddon you get so much passive healing, and it's a big advantage to have out so that you can engage and you can trade blows, right? So I don't blame him for killing it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's the Maelstrom from Nibbles on the other side of the map, so just, again, clearing out as much terrain as possible.
Yeah, it still looks like they're both kind of doing the same thing here.
Nibbles a bit ahead in terms of, like, being able to set up, but Schmitty will still get to set up with Pegasus and whatnot as much as he wants. He won't have any issues with that.
He's truly wanting to make sure that he's not getting hit by any aerials. Can't blame him there.
Yeah, especially with Nibbles having brought 2 of them. Wants to invalidate those 2 book slots as much as possible.
Nibbles goes for the sink on the totem.
There's an aura for zoning. Nibbles won't have any issues with that. He'll be able to move away. But won't make as much progress on digging as before.
Interested to see what he's gonna do here.
I'm honestly a bit surprised Schmitty is not playing more aggressive, considering he knows what Nibbles has and knows that it's going to be hard for Nibbles to actually engage into him. As long as he doesn't get, like, sunk, he can do more damage to Nibbles than Nibbles can do to him. Second
Another
peg
Pegasus
coming out.
summon. Yeah. Looks like we're kind of just riding the same direction as the previous game.
Indeed. They're both gonna get their setup going as much as they want, with Nibbles wanting to clear out the entire bottom of the map to set up for sinks, and Schmitty getting some strong Pegasi out in order to sort of negate that, as well as negate the aerials. I wonder if that is. I wonder if that is the
I don't
plural.
know. Let me see here.
I mean, I presume it is, but maybe I'm wrong.
It looks like there's no collective noun for Pegasus.
Really, there is none.
But common suggestions, as you said, common suggestions for groups of winged horses or Pegasi. Or even creative terms like pageant or storms.
Okay, Screaming Skulls out for Nibbles. That is an interesting choice. So that is a change up. To explain what that spell does, essentially, the more minions you have out, the more damage the Screaming Skull arrows do. So that's probably why Nibbles was summoning so many Storm Spirits and whatnot, to try and get that damage boost. But Schmitty has plenty of cover from that, so be too much of a problem. Drains one of the spirits, but this will be a deluge coming out, so Listy Flight.
Do we ooh.
That's gonna be a big setback for Schmitty.
Yeah, looks like Schmitty got a little bit of luck there on his end, because he didn't get sunk.
Is that a Q on Schmitty's end? I think it was.
See, now my terminology for Q's a little bit different. I think he got himself a good setup. He had to go ahead and get himself safe on that peg, just so that, you know, little extra defense for him.
Yeah, fair enough. Bank is dead for Nibbles, so that's one more minion off the map. And here's the water ball bounce. That'll make space. Oh, Schmitty's gonna try and sink Nibbles here. Can he get the angle for it, though?
Does he have the time?
No time! That's a really bad
Q.
Q. And now
Yep.
Nibbles is gonna sink him back.
What's he got? Returning 24 turns in. Goes for a water ball. Ooh, okay.
Now, Nibbles has a giant protection shield advantage, so he's just gonna go for as much damage as possible here. Yeah, Arcane Bomb for about 40-50 damage.
That's a tough one there.
Schmitty can just Drain Spam, though. Or Mud Spam. Oh, Entangle for Schmitty.
Ooh. Now that's a tough one. Puts him in a bind. He doesn't have a whole lot of places to go with that on. Nice water ball from Nibbles. That was about roughly somewhere around 50 damage.
Yeah, pretty good damage there. But on the downside, Nibbles is pretty stuck.
Yeah.
Now,
Ooh. He's got no room to tower, unfortunately. Schmitty probably going to go and bring his Pegasus over to protect or trap. Okay.
Schmitty is still in a rough spot here. Deluge could knock him... Okay, never mind. The Void Armor dissipated, but might be a Deluge coming anyways. And Pegasus out for Schmitty. Still no flight up. Nibbles is going to take some Void Armor damage, but it will untangle him. However, he's still trapped by the peg. Yeah, there's the... Oh, it still hasn't untangled him. That's interesting.
No. Just lost a good bit of protection shield there, though. Looks like Schmitty's using this opportunity here to go ahead and heal up on his Pegasus. Nibbles with the Deluge.
Now flight's back up, and Schmitty's still in a safe spot. Some of those Void Armas will reach Nibbles eventually, in a few turns, but it will kill Schmitty's Pegasus, so Nibbles will eventually be untrapped.
And that entangle was lasting a while too. Oof.
Yeah, it's permanent until you take a certain damage threshold or get sunk. And here comes the Mega Boulder. Big damage onto Nibbles.
Yeah. Oof.
How is Nibbles gonna respond though? He might be able to... Yep, consume Soul to get back a lot of HP here. And Gravity Pulse into the Void Armor.
Ooh.
That's big damage again onto Nibbles. He's now down at almost kill range. What will his response be?
Was a little over 100 damage there.
Yeah, about 100. And Pebbles will actually de-tower Nibbles, but Schmitty goes for a tower first to be safe. There is a Void Armor under both of them that will clip them. So, next turn that might be coming. Bank to block the tower movement.
Okay, looks like... Got the Pebble.
Void Armor does clip Nibbles. Doesn't do too much damage though. Only about 21. And Nibbles is on the run. Does have Protection Shield. Perhaps a Boulder incoming. And here it comes. Only only about 50, a little over 50 damage onto Nibbles, so not the best boulder, but it will put him very close to kill range, and yeah, he has to run. I imagine Schmitty's gonna pebble down to open that up, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure Nibbles even has anything left that he can do, because he doesn't have very good spells for trapping or anything like that. I think he has Tree left. Yeah, there's the tree. But it's not onto Schmitty, so Schmitty could pebble down from another spot. There it is.
It's a tough situation here. Maybe another tower? I don't know if he's got it. Yep.
Yeah, just off cooldown.
He's probably gonna get a sync with this pebble.
He could.
Ooh.
Just off.
Right into the Arma.
Nibbles now at 10 health. I don't think he has anything really left. I think this is probably game here. Yeah, I think he's given up now. Pretty much any damage will kill, and there it is. So Schmitty will be up 1-0 in this best of 3. Alright. So Schmitty taking, well, the proverbial game 1, but really for within the series was game 2. And we'll see if Nibbles switches up the strategy, because it really didn't work. Or if he's gonna stick to his guns.
And you know, honestly, that game went a lot better than last one. They definitely got more on the aggressive side of things. I think we saw a big spell change when Schmitty decided to bring Storm Spirit. With what was that one spell?
Oh, well, the Storm Spirit came with Flight. But yeah, I know what you mean. Nibbles brought Screaming Skulls that time.
That's what it was, yes.
And it looks like Schmitty took out Gravity Pulse for Entangle, because I normally don't bring both. They do the same thing, essentially. Although Entangle lasts longer, so... Yeah, a couple small book adjustments there. Nibbles just bringing something to do more damage in general. He didn't have any damage spells before, other than Water Ball and, sinking. So, we'll see how many more book adjustments are made, if Nibbles changes up his strategy entirely, or just takes something out and goes for the same strategy, but with a little bit of with a little difference. And we're underway, game 3.
Definitely have to say too, I'm hoping that they do got some book changes here, because we now do have a 1-0 game. Puts them on the ropes here just a little bit.
Well, we got some book changes indeed. Nibbles taking a Seismix. So he has Waterlord and Ocean's Fury this time.
Oh boy.
So yes, it is a different strategy in terms sorry, it is the same strategy as he has been using before, although with some big differences. Very good aura there by Schmitty, by the way. That'll block off the entire side. Nibbles will still be able to dig with Water Ball skidding, though.
And the big issue with this book change here, since he's went with C's, there's not a whole lot of map. So he hits that Fury, and it's gonna get pretty nasty.
Yeah, definitely gonna clear out the map much more. I'm curious to see how Schmitty's prepared for this. I mean, Pegasus is great for Nibbles' against Nibbles' general strategy of clearing out the map and sinking repeatedly, but we'll see if it's enough. like proc coming out for Schmitty. And prop for Nibbles as well. Of course, both players are gonna stack up procs as much as possible, and then likely Nibbles is gonna summon Warlord pretty soon and start clearing out more of the map. Might be saving it a little bit though.
Well, we'll see what happens. I'm truly interested to see, because these turns go by so fast. They have access to these spells already, so...
What's interesting to me is that Schmitty is kind of helping Nibbles clear out land in a way.
Yeah. Definitely puts him in odd positioning, because it's like... and maybe he didn't even check to see, what he's got.
Yeah, could be.
Could be, yeah. He's probably just expecting him to have some standard book.
I was thinking it was a similar book to last time, but not like Waterlord, right?
Right. Could even be, maybe, I don't... Maybe there's a possibility he's brought Dark Defenses.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But there is the Warlord. Nice little Santa hat on it.
Makes me a little mad those Pegasus don't have Santa hats either.
Yeah, I know Frost Giants and minions like that have them, but
yeah. Or they could have given the Pegasus reindeer nose. What is it? Rudolph's nose.
ooh, that's a good idea. Actually, you should suggest that. That would be a pretty good one. All right, will Schmitty go for any damage on the Warlord directly, or yeah, he doesn't want to engage in it yet?
Just playing it a little safe here. Let's probably go with another water ball.
Yep, there it is. Here's gonna be a Pebs. That's gonna do some damage on the Warlord. Of course, these water balls they'll hit, but they won't do as much damage on somebody who's flighted. Nibbles is gonna get off it and engage, and what is this? Gravity Pulse? Yeah, Gravity Pulse coming out. And Entangle coming out for Schmitty. So, looks like Schmitty hasn't changed up his book much. But Nibbles is stuck on that Warlord. So if that Warlord dies, he's gonna get... Nibbles is gonna get sunk.
Things are getting a little hot here. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Bad Gravity Pulse. Nibbles went and got his Waterlord Gravity Pulse and Schmitty's Pegasus.
Clock for some big damage on that Warlord, and yeah, that Gravity Pulse was pretty bad. Like you said, it didn't even connect on Schmitty because it was from below, so... Yeah, and he's trying to alt extend. He's trying to alt extend off the Warlord, and it's not working. So he's just damaging himself.
Probably be in his best interest to maybe Water Dive. I think it's Water Dive?
I think it's just called Dive, but yeah.
Dive?
It should probably have a better name than something as generic as Dive, though.
No, I mean, it makes sense. Dive. Ooh.
And, yep, there's the boulder. That'll sink Nibbles because he was tangled. So,
Yep.
Schmitty can... Actually, Schmitty has time to go over there and clock him, but I think he doesn't want to risk getting sunk.
And that was a very heavy Mega Boulder too. Not only did it take out his big player, which is the Water Lord, it also took away that 150 prot shield that Nibbles was holding on to so desperately.
Yeah. Here comes the Ocean's
Fury.
Fury to clear out the map. Won't do any damage to Schmitty or Nibbles because they're in the center. But... like I said, we'll clear out the map, and that's Nibbles' strategy. Clear out the map and sync repeatedly, so... they'll set up for that. I'm just worried that Nibbles won't really be able to take advantage of it much, because Schmitty is such a big advantage right now.
Pebble possibly here.
Oh, Q.
Big Q. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because he's not full water. Unfortunately, that Fury did not give what it could have given. Had he been water book, right?
Well, I don't believe Fury gets buffed with Seas Familiar, as far as I know, unless that's been changed. Seas Familiar has gone through quite a few changes, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Honestly,
I might be
normally
wrong.
when you see someone with a full book, normally the map is pretty cleared out.
Yeah, Nibbles didn't really take too much advantage of the Warlord and clear out the bottom, so
Yeah.
that kind of was what hurt him. Does get the gravity pulse onto Schmitty though, but Q's in a bad spot. This is going to be a potential clock. Or Pebbles? Ooh, Mega Bouldering here.
Ooh, himself a little bit.
Does do a lot of damage, much more than I would have thought,
Yeah.
and Nibbles is in trouble here. Good consume though. That was a lot of effectors on Schmitty, so it will do quite a bit of damage and heal. But here's gonna be some damage back with a clock. Yep. And will it sync Nibbles? It will not. Okay.
Value with a tower. Nope, got a deluge.
That's not a lot of damage, but it does get an important deflight. Perhaps Morning Sun would have been better. Honestly.
Did he bring that this time?
I think a good question. Maybe he took it out actually. Oh yeah, most likely because he's seas, right? So he probably took it out.
Yeah, he's got a lot of water spells in there now.
Nibbles towering up as well here. I imagine this is going to be no pebbles coming out from Schmitty. Ah, aura stacking.
Nasty.
Yeah, gets the aura stack on to Nibbles, and now he has an undead Pegasus. Nibbles will probably kill that though. Yeah.
Right now, Nibbles has to be very careful now at this point.
Good news for Schmitty is he didn't get detowered by the Arma. It did clip him, but he does have 18 HP on the tower, and now Nibbles has to worry about the Arma getting him.
Gotta play it safe here. I wonder if he might flight, take advantage of this, and sink him.
Yeah, he might be going for an entangle here. I don't think he has time though. Nibbles has to move because he's way too close to the Armageddons. And that deluge... Oh, it knocks the Pegasus too far. So it won't kill. Did do a lot of damage onto it, but... yeah, Schmitty will just be able to prod it up again.
Yeah, I think he was just a little tight for time there, so he wasn't able to really direct that deluge in the right spot.
Use the aura for Schmitty. I think it's kind of a little bit of a waiting move, but also a little bit of zoning as well, because Nibbles is... Oh, Nibbles is going on the aggressive. And the pulse...
Gravity.
Pulse does hit Schmitty as well, but this could be a tangle. Oh, Schmitty brought Gravity Pulse.
Gravity Pulse. Could be that maybe he's trying to just be safe here, get those Gravity Pulses in. If he can't get a sink, he's going to look to maybe consume if he has it himself, just in case he gets low.
Yeah, that is a
Drain
huge
Bolt.
consume. Schmitty gonna drain Nibbles for a little bit of health back. Problem with Schmitty is he has so many effectors on that consume is potent.
Oh. The Infinity Spell, Bright Bolt. Solid damage.
Oh, is that a Q? That's a very bad Q. Nibbles is gonna be able to take huge advantage of that. Oh, but he jumps into the water.
You know that right there, that's gluttonous, man. He got excited. Sometimes you gotta take this stuff easy.
That's gonna be another sink, honestly, if Schmitty can aim properly. Oh, a pixel gets in the way!
Oh.
And Nibbles has flight back up. This is gonna be some big damage.
Yep.
Yep. Here's Consume. Will that Void reach? It does. And that clips Schmitty.
Alright, what happens here? Does he tower? Goes for a
Mud
mud
ball.
ball.
Yeah, the good news is Nibbles can't do any damage to Schmitty here. Oh, we actually can water ball
If
through.
He wanted, he just water ball, yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Just spit at him.
And now Schmitty is only on 13 HP.
He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, he's got a
Yep.
tower. He's not delusional, so it'll be hard for Nibbles to actually detower him. It'll take some
Probably gonna
turns.
water ball more. Yep. Probably go for a drain. Nope, more mud ball. He's hoping, I think, here for the Arma to kind of start clipping him again.
Arcane Bomb
It's
for
gonna fall
Nibbles.
right on top of him. Yep.
A
He
good
did this
drain
right.
might
Good
sink.
drain bolt. Yeah.
Oh, too much.
Schmitty's gonna
Deluge
be
might
hurt
kill.
here.
Yeah, Deluge is gonna kill him.
Oh boy.
Wow.
And good
So-
so, by these gentlemen.
Yep. So second match in the set, well, third, I suppose you could call it, goes to Nibbles. It is 1-1, so we will be going to a third match to decide it, and they are right underway. So
Ooh. They went right back into it.
Nibbles changing it up. He has Shining Power this time.
Oh. Looks like he had a little preset standing by.
Yeah, because that was quick. Brings out the portal. Now, against the Shining Power book, if you're Schmitty, you gotta chase as much as possible. You can't take your foot off the gas pedal and go for, too much setup. Otherwise, your opponent's just gonna be able to Shining Power and get tons of prot stacked up and not really worry about whatever you have.
Alright, so it looks like he's trying to get a little dragon hatched here. Does he get the last one? Ooh! Alright.
Another situation where I wonder if Schmitty actually looked at the level 3s. Because he's not playing more aggressively than normal.
Schmitty clearing out some room. I think he's getting ready to probably start lobbing some stuff here. Pegasus from Nibbles.
Honestly, I would not mind a boulder here. Alright, Schmitty's summoning his own peg.
Dragon's getting a little scary now.
He's definitely gonna hatch it before it is fully charged. Yeah, here's the Shining Power. Yeah, I expect this to be hatched now, for sure. Might give it one more turn, hard to say. Oh wow, okay, he does want a big dragon.
I can't blame him.
It's gonna be hard to get it out though, that's the issue. This is gonna be a Mega Boulder likely. That is a very Mega Boulderable spot. Yep, here it comes, and that is some big damage. Nibbles on the run.
Wait, what are we looking at here?
Goes for the Sky Ray. Schmitty might just go do more damage here, like just clock or something like that. Yeah, that's 60 damage. It does deflate him though. That's not a very good spot to be in, because Nibbles can run away now.
He doesn't seem to be in the business of running away at the moment.
Okay, Schmitty does use his peg to get up, and will likely go for another clock. Yep,
Oof.
good damage. Nibbles is gonna try and make the sink here, or maybe not. Okay, just running away to the other side, and protection shielding.
That really would have turned the tides for him if he had went and gotten that sink, though. Especially with his HP. Mud ball from Schmitty.
Nibbles is gonna be forced to move the Pegasus out of the way here, so it doesn't become stolen.
Ooh, Spear of Healing, okay. Getting some health back.
And steals the Pegasus anyways.
Wonder if he brought Consume with him. Nope, and he looks like he's running from this one. That Pegasus is gonna be a real pain in the butt here.
Stuffs the Mega Boulder, and that's
Ooh.
gonna open up the portal and do decent damage into Nibbles, but Schmitty won't be able to chase much further here is kind of the issue.
Looks like Schmitty's looking to get back in the portal. Or sorry, Nibbles.
Yeah.
The color changes just keep happening.
Nibbles just gonna use this opportunity to Sphere of Healing and damage the Pegasus at the same time.
It's a good strat on his end, for sure.
Now Schmitty's gonna block out the other Pegasus, so the undead one can still be damaged, although Sky Ray could kill the undead one. And here's the Frost Dragon coming out. It was hatched, and this is gonna be big damage onto Schmitty if he can get it. Oh, goes for the Pegasus instead.
I could definitely see where he thought that was going to be a problem with it having that protection shield consistently. Ooh, bad mud ball on the dragon.
Yeah, that unfortunately won't trap the dragon.
Looks like we're having a little game of Swamperoo with the arcane portal.
The issue for Schmitty now is that he's used a lot of his damage spells and might not be able to have enough damage to kill Nibbles now. Because Nibbles has healed so much. He'll start drain spamming to try and take the dragon away at least. But I imagine Nibbles will probably summon a Pegasus to block the portal or something like that. Or a stack coming. Dragon
Easy
not
one for
trapped.
Nibbles, probably gonna shine. Spear of Healing. Get that dragon HP up. Did he get himself in the process there?
He got the dragon healed in the process. And the dragon's almost
that's
dead.
right.
But bad news for Schmitty is he doesn't have like any clocks or anything left. Oh, that's not the best portal here. Schmitty is gonna be able to do some decent damage here. And flashes the dragon to undead it! Nibbles will have to kill that immediately.
Take care of this, yeah.
Gravity Pulse!
This is one of the more exciting matches. They're definitely on the more aggressive side of things at this point.
Yeah, the good news for Schmitty is he brought Gravity Pulse to try and take care of Nibbles' Shining Power, so he might be able to outpace him damage-wise with some help from the Arma. Yeah, now he's gonna try and rely on the Arma to tick away at Nibbles, and he has plenty of time. Game's not even half done yet. Schmitty offering a draw. I guess he thinks he doesn't have enough to close this out, but Nibbles clearly does as he gets the Arcane Bomb through the tree. This is going to be a double drain, though.
Schmitty withdrawing his draw.
Oh, that Skyway is going to knock... Okay, the Void wasn't on his turn, so Schmitty will be okay. He'll be able to flight prop back up.
Now the question is, will he be able to ult something into that portal?
That is pretty tough to do. Might be able to. And no, he just wants the Arcane Bomb to get out.
Alright, Schmitty back on the Pegasus summons again.
Nibbles trying to fit through,
Ooh,
doesn't get it.
Here.
Oh, that's going to be a bad cue, and now
Ooh.
Schmitty's going to be able to sink Nibbles here with a Gravity Pulse.
Ain't not even Gravity Pulse.
Yeah,
there
just
we go.
drain.
Drain Bolt.
Even better, so he can heal. Schmitty will be able to abuse this portal now, too, to get some more damage off and whatnot. Oh, what a good flash!
Ooh. Double sync on poor Nibbles right now.
Nibbles is going to take advantage of the portal to get through a little bit easier.
I'm pretty sure Schmitty's Pegasus blocking that area, so he doesn't have easy access. You'd have to move that Pegasus down to get around it.
Schmitty going for the... Ooh, flash into the Void Armas!
Ooh!
90 damage onto Nibbles. Nibbles is at 25 HP. Does have Protection Shield, but he is on the ropes here. And the Void Armor does clip Schmitty and the Pegasus, so the Pegasus is almost dead. How will Schmitty get out of this, though? Drain Bolt, so he will knock himself into the Arma, which will do a lot of damage. And Flash to sink.
Looks like maybe Nibbles might be able to bring this back. We'll see what happens here. If he goes for another sink, I mean, he's got him on the ropes.
Trying to fit through, but doesn't have enough space, and now is stuck in an awkward spot.
Looks like this might be another... Nope, no sink. Got taken in through the portal.
Schmitty's gonna Flight Prot to be safe here.
Ooh, right into the Arma.
Yeah, that Arma clipping Nibbles here. Skyray will put Schmitty in deflight range. But Nibbles is going to be forced to TP side here. And Schmitty running away to not get raid here.
Just over here getting his HP back up.
Ray reaches anyways. Very good Ray from Nibbles.
Not sure what I missed. How did Nibbles get damaged?
I think a Void Armor clipped him.
Oof.
Yeah, there was one to the bottom left of him.
Big drain from Schmitty on Totem and his Pegasus.
Yeah, unfortunately the Totem is an arcane minion, so it doesn't heal him, but still the damage on the Pegasus is nice, and Nibbles making a new portal to control both sides.
And I really hate to say it though, you know, Nibbles should probably be focusing on getting that HP back up again.
Oh, he's gonna go on the offensive here? Goes for the Shining Bolt, doesn't kill the Pegasus.
And this looks like it might be another flash. Or no, because he's got the protection shield.
No, Schmitty's gonna try and set up first. Nibbles could still reach him with a Shining Bolt, though. Ops? Is he gonna opt to, or no? Doesn't look like it. Wants to probably kill the Pegasus instead.
While getting some arrows towards Schmitty.
Yeah, the arrows don't reach, but Schmitty's gonna be able to clock Nibbles here with his last clock, or Gravity Pulse. And a Totem Armor spawns right next to Nibbles, too, so... Schmitty's gonna try and look to do more damage on the Nibbles here. Probably Gravity Pulse again, or Clock this time. Okay, Mud to Trap. So he's gonna try and let the Armas do work here. Of course, Schmitty is out of Mega Boulders, so not much more damage sources left. Just one Clock and Gravity Pulse, essentially.
Ooh, Arma's getting really close to Nibbles right now.
Yeah, he's gonna be forced to TP. Mini trying to block with the Portal of the Pegasus and gets an aura off. If Schmitty's quick, this is a Grav Pulse sync. But I think he doesn't want to risk the Arma damage.
Pegasus just said nope.
Yeah, that's not a very good cue, and Nibbles is going to be able to do some big damage here.
Ooh. Nibbles has to be careful here because if he gets grab pulsed right onto those Armas, it's gonna take some considerable damage. Mud Ball once again.
He's still trapped next to one of the Armas, but he can Arc Bomb out. Now Schmitty might get knocked in. And he does? Oh, he gets knocked in far away, so he'll be okay. But the Void Arma still reaches Nibbles. And Schmitty's just gonna tower. He's safe on this side. No Armas anywhere near him. Oh, Nibbles also has a safe spot at the bottom left of the map, so this is starting to look kind of like a draw.
We've got 10 turns left this match. Solid Sky Ray from Nibbles.
Goes for the Gravity Pulse Lob, doesn't hit it though, just off. And Nibbles will move out of the way for that. Yeah, I think Schmitty's gonna try and force a draw here. These Armageddons are getting close to Nibbles, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, just a simple gate away will work.
He desperately wants to get into that portal.
Yeah, the Pegasus that's blocking it, still at 2 HP. Oh, Schmitty's gonna try and get into the portal and get a Grav Pulse sync. Oh, he didn't have enough time. Just goes for Frost Shield. So Nibbles is gonna be able to alternate between them, and you know, do some portal flip flop shenanigans or portal swapperoo shenanigans. Here comes the aura.
Right, that's 5 turns left here now. It's got to get something solid in here.
I think Schmitty's kind of accepted that he's gonna draw. The only problem is this Void Arma is... Well, it's not gonna hit on his turn, so he'll probably be okay. Wait, did Oh, Nibbles queued. Is it 50... Schmitty has enough time to Grav Pulse sync. Goes for Entangle, okay. And... Now Nibbles is sunk. I don't think Schmitty has enough damage, though. Yeah. This is gonna be a draw. I believe both players are gonna agree to it.
No, I feel some salt getting rubbed over here, man. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, we're gonna go
It's
to
definitely
another game. So 2 draws. One of them Schmitty won, one of them Nibbles won. Out of our 4 games that have been played. So once again, it is next person to win will win the set. And yeah, you wanted to finish your thought?
Yeah, you know, it's definitely a lot more. They definitely went on the aggressive side that game. Pardon me, sorry about that. They definitely went on the more offensive side this time, and I feel like maybe a couple of spell changes is probably gonna definitely make this next match probably the game decider here.
Yeah, for sure. Nibbles has been kind of making book changes, more so than Schmitty, I want to say. So, we will see what happens here.
They're definitely putting some thought into this. Can't blame them though, because that last match was intense. You know, I believe Nibbles got down really low. What was it down? I think it was down to 30 at the lowest, and
Yeah.
just completely brought it back. Honestly,
both.
I think something that'd be really cool to see is a DK on a Pegasus.
I have some good news. We are finally back on Stream Elements, so I can
Let's
fix...
go.
Yeah, so I think it must have been something down on their end somehow, or some weird server issue, but yeah, now I'll be able to fix the overlays. So I will get to that, while the players still are booking.
Definitely no issue with that. I had a feeling this might take some time with their booking.
Yeah, definitely, definitely got a lot to decide here.
Now remind me again, what is the reward for this tournament if they can make it to the top?
It's tournament coins. You will get enough to buy a cosmetic, and by the way, we are underway. Let's see the level 3s. No level 3s this time. So
Yeah, that's insane.
the reward for the tournament will be you get tournament coins for whatever placement you get in the tournament, including qualifiers. Of course, the better placement you get, the more coins, with the first place getting at least 1,000 minimum. It could be more depending on the amount of players that sign up and whatnot, but generally it's at least 1,000. And Nibbles going a bit aggressive here, flight prodding immediately. All right.
You know, with that being said, for those watching, and if you are new to the stream, the game is free. If you go to the Arcanists website, you can also go to Steam. It's also free there too. And you can sign up for tournaments.
Yeah, if you want all the information on that, feel free to join the Arcanist Discord, where you can get where you can get the links to the game, including the client, the standalone client, or of course, like my co-commentator said, you can also get access to the game on Steam. But the tournaments themselves are run through the Discord, so definitely make sure to join up, and you can get all the information on the tournaments as they get announced.
We got Pegasuses on both sides. Huge shock bomb here from Schmitty. Hit.
Yeah, so this is already a change up in terms of book. Schmitty bringing shock bomb, which we hadn't seen. Very nice aura coming out from Nibbles, though, and he does have the blood bank out, so that will heal him a little bit, and also damage the... Oh, here comes the Mega Boulder.
Oh, big damage already by Schmitty.
Yep, Nibbles now in kill range. One Mega Boulder will kill. Gets a drain off, so now sort of out of kill range. Although another good Mega Boulder could maybe kill.
Shove him down there. Yep, safe. But gosh, man, 38 HP already, and we're only on turn 8.
Yeah, Schmitty definitely took a more aggressive book here, and Nibbles taking a very different strategy here. Now, going to trap Schmitty in with the tree, but Simple Drain will also get out. Looks like he thought about shock bombing through the tree, but instead goes for the TP. And Nibbles is in trouble here. Yeah, he'll have to TP to the side. Schmitty does have flight up, so we'll be able to flight out. And if he has Mech Arrow, it will kill. Does not have enough time to do it, so just going for the Aura. Nibbles has no choice but to tower here.
Stakes are high now.
Pebble directly down.
Yep, making some room.
Very close to the detowering Nibbles. Nibbles now going on the offensive here. It looks like he probably has Gravity Pulse with this set. And does get it off and sinks Schmitty. Right, so Nibbles now going to be able to flight prot as Schmitty will have to reset here. Schmitty actually had no gate, so he took a lot of damage there.
Yeah, that's a little greedy on his end with the gate. He didn't recently get sunk either. It was just that one sink.
Yep.
Oh boy. Or no, he TP'd. That's what it was. He TP'd on top of Nibbles in that hole.
Yep, and that's what caused this situation now. The bad news for Nibbles though is he is stuck between a lot of totem armas. He'll get a lot of drain food here between the Pegasus and the tree, but might have to move soon. And he still has the Undead Pegasus on the other side, which will now actually nearly kill the Pegasus of Schmitty and unseal it as well. Oh, the Aura Steel! The Aura Steel. And Nibbles can't get off that. He's stuck there, so he's gonna take big damage off the Arma. Unless he gates. And he does so, yeah.
Big gate.
Big issue for Schmitty here is that he has no boulders left, so most likely going to depend on shock bomb damage to make any progress.
I think there was a shield on his left Pegasus.
Yeah, trying to prevent it from being undead. And Nibbles has Spear this time. So Nibbles gonna look to charge up the spear. Of course, the more you use it, the more damage it does. And if you pick it up, then it resets the cooldown. So Schmitty gonna block him in with the tree.
He said, "Not today."
The Pegasus of Schmitty, by the way, that was being very close to undeaded, was actually killed because of the protection shield. So, no undead Pegasus for Nibbles. Or rather, second undead Pegasus, excuse me. Nibbles has no good way of getting out of this tree, so it'll just drain out. And Schmitty probably will just double drain his Pegasus and get back to full health, and we'll sort of be close to reset here from where we were, except Schmitty will have no Mega Boulders left, and also only 3 Shock Bombs left.
And it's amazing to see as well, you know, Nibbles was down in health. He was just on the verge of death. And already, max health once again, well, 3 off. You know, Schmitty's gotten low now. He's trying to recover. It's just amazing to see how these players, you know, they come right back. They're like, okay, well, you got me. I'm gonna come right back though. Let me heal up. Big javelin from Nibbles took out a Pegasus.
Schmitty revealing that he has Gravity Pulse as well, by the way, so that has some potential to help him late game. And wow,
Ooh.
Nibbles brought Entangle, and that's gonna knock Schmitty right into the Void Armas. Schmitty will be able to move out of the way a little bit, but still in a rough spot. He's gonna try and use them to get his Entangle off.
Might be a good idea for him to go ahead and hit maybe both his Pegasus and those flies there. There we go. Get some of that health back.
So Nibbles has also revealed Entangle and Gravity Pulse. Schmitty has revealed just Gravity Pulse. That is a Q, unfortunately, and more so, Nibbles' bank died, so he'll have to summon a new one.
Those armas are being a little tough this this matchup, especially because they're spawning here, damn near close to the middle.
Yeah, the sides are pretty safe from the Armas, although Nibbles does control one of the sides with his Undead Pegasus, so... Okay, Schmitty
Yeah.
killing the bank, killing the peg. I imagine Nibbles is gonna start going a bit more aggressive now. Maybe go for a Pebble to get the tower out. Spear, okay.
Javelin.
Schmitty most likely can Mudball here. Yeah.
Yep. I believe, was it Schmitty that had the shock bombs and the Mega Boulders, right?
Yeah, so Schmitty's out of Mega Boulders and has only one Shock Bomb left. He could, in theory, Shock Bomb up and hit Nibbles here, but gonna Flight Prot first. And remember, Nibbles doesn't have a good way to actually get out, or at least he hasn't revealed one yet. Alright, Entangle onto the Pegasus. Here comes the Shock Bomb, and it misses!
Ooh.
Now, Nibbles could tangle here if he hits it with a good lob. Yep, there it is.
And he got it. You know, the thing that I'm worried about here now is that Schmitty doesn't have a lot of attack spells. It seemed like he was really dependent on those shock bombs and mega boulders. So kind of interested to see what he's got in his spell book for damage besides what, Draining Bolt?
Drain Bolt, Gravity Pulse. Yeah, pretty much that's it.
Yeah.
Schmitty gonna
Good
go
play
ahead
by
and
Schmitty.
yeah, kill the totem so it doesn't harass him. I imagine this might be another tangle from Nibbles to get Schmitty onto the peg, but never mind. Force Seed instead.
Not a bad play.
Pegasus from Nibbles will trap him in, though. And wants to get the Undead Pegasus out of harm's way because that is powerful. Dark Knight from Nibbles!
I called it, Ink! I told you that DK was going to be great with a Pegasus, man. I knew that was going to happen. Oh boy, this is going to be a really rough one for Schmitty.
Yeah, he's going to use the Pegasus to block the Dark Knight's movement. Of course, the Dark Knight struggles a lot with mobility, and yeah, Dark Knight will just charge out.
Take him out. Yep. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one.
Oh, but the tree's going to block. The Dark Knight's probably going to dig anyways, I imagine.
And the thing is, though, and we gotta think about this too. Dark Knight's just gonna mow through everything.
Tower here from Schmitty.
The Dark Knight is literally the lawnmower of Arcanist. Ooh.
No detower, but the Void Armor will detower him next turn. And actually, Schmitty could kill the Dark Knight here with a good Shock Bomb. So he might want to do that. Consider doing that. Okay, chooses to gate instead.
Goes for gate.
The Arma's getting a bit close to comfort. Close for comfort to Schmitty.
Alright, looks like we're getting some movement here. Pegasus and Dark Knight are now united.
Yep, and Nibbles gonna take this opportunity to gate out of the Mud Ball. Oh, that was a bad flight from Schmitty, and he Qs too!
Oh boy.
Oh no, Schmitty not only without gate that turn, but without gate this turn, he's gonna be down to less than 100 health.
Yeah,
and there's not many good gate spots actually.
He might choose the lower left side, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but that Undead Pegasus is gonna harass him. Here it is, yep, and it's gonna probably drain him to start. Oh.
Q by Nibbles.
Alright, that was a very important Q, as now Schmitty will be able to recover a little bit better. Does have Aura as well on Nibbles' side, so... Schmitty gonna try and create some distance between him and the peg.
Schmitty's tower is getting absolutely eaten, though.
Yeah, now he'll be able to flight prod a little bit more to the top left and get away from that undead peg draining him. Oh, maybe he doesn't have flight? Oh yeah, he doesn't have flight yet because he used it. And now the Undead Pegasus has room, too.
Yeah. Well, with the totem in the way, he's probably going to go for taking that totem out. Or not.
No, he's going straight for the kill here. Dark Knight coming in. Likely going to charge down. Does need to be careful, though, of the Armageddon clipping the Dark Knight. I think that should be just out of range. And Schmitty doesn't have many places to go here. Probably gonna have to gate. Yeah, gates to the other side.
This might be a sink by Nibbles here.
Yeah, can he reach him in time? Does! Ooh. And beautiful drain sink from Nibbles.
And Schmitty just gated too, so he's gonna have very low health coming back in. Nope.
Decides to go to the bottom. Yeah, but he did lose the protection shield that he had.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof.
Here comes the aura from Nibbles. I don't know if Nibbles has a reliable detower. But one of the totems is just spawning right next to Schmitty too now. And he's in the Arma. Okay, does have a tower.
Goodness.
Big damage onto Schmitty from the Armageddon. Nibble's gonna drain to open this up, and Schmitty's gonna be forced to... Oh man, he is getting destroyed by this Armageddon. Gonna have to self-sink himself to get out, yeah. No other choice. Now, Nibbles is quick. This could be game. He's gonna try, but no, not enough time here. Doesn't Q though. Very important. Won't get deflighted here. Nice little tree from Schmitty to block Nibbles off. And remember, Nibbles hasn't revealed a good digging spell, so... Gonna gate here.
Oh.
This probably has to be a mud from Schmitty. Yep, mud to trap him.
That's a good mud too. It's very unfortunate though, because Nibbles did lose that DK, so it's kind of put in the situation of what, Drain Bolt at this point?
Yep. Probably has one more damage spell. He's revealed Gravity Pulse, so there is that.
Yeah. And I think Entangle as well.
Nibbles going to be able to tower here. Schmitty might be able to stall this out, actually. It is turn 52, and Nibbles hasn't revealed too many good damage spells, so... Without a Dark Knight or a... Dark Knight, he might have a Mega Boulder, actually, still in operation. But Schmitty's still going to keep the mud going, so... Nibbles still trapped here. And Schmitty gonna take this opportunity to get some health back.
I don't blame him. He's in desperate need of some HP right now.
Very nice
Nibbles
zoning aura.
ensuring that he doesn't keep health up.
Yeah, he'll still be able to get another drain off here though. And Nibbles' lack of damage spells, of digging spells, excuse me, is really hurting him here. And now he's gonna get clipped by these Void Armas while he's still trapped. That'll get rid of Nibbles' Prot. Doesn't detower him yet. This turn he'll be detowered though, and also will be free. But now Schmitty is gonna TP to the side. Will Nibbles follow him there? Doesn't look like it. We're at the point of time when the players could queue in the water though, so I think this will be a draw once again. And yeah, Nibbles offering. Schmitty's probably gonna take it, and there we go.
Oh boy.
So Schmitty was very much down and out, but managed to salvage the game with a draw, and will be able to hold on here.
Now we're what? We're on 3 draws now. It's a 1-1 with them. Now, Ink, what predictions do you think you might have for this next match? What spells do you think they might bring?
I suspect actually Schmitty might take out the Shock Bomb. I think it didn't really work for him other than that one turn. And I think Clock has been working better for him throughout the series, so I'd like to see him swap those 2 spells out. I do expect both players to keep Gravity Pulse in their books, though, because of the Armageddon. But for Nibbles, it's very hard to say. He's been switching up his books quite a lot, so we'll see what he conjures up here.
Absolutely, and you know, especially with that DK coming in as well, that was huge. You know, that definitely put him on the ropes when it came to damage. You know, they do need to look into not having spells that limit them, I think. So maybe having things, you know, as you were saying in the last match, they need things that can eat away the map so that they can actually get some damage in. They certainly didn't have that this time, so I feel like maybe that's something they might incorporate this time.
Yeah, I'd like to see... I mean, I think Nibbles realized his lack of digging spells has really crippled him that match, so most likely going to see either Pebbles or maybe go back to the Arcane Bomb just to get out of the mud with tempo. As those mud balls from Schmitty kind of just held the game, and I do expect Schmitty to keep bringing Pegasus. I think he's not going to take that out of his book. as he's taken in every single match. That's the one variable he hasn't changed. I do expect both of them to take Flight Prod as well. It's just a matter of what other things they take to go with them.
You know, and one thing that could be pretty useful, especially since, what is it? I think it's Schmitty that likes digging a lot.
I'd say
Like,
both of them
both
like
have
it.
that name. Yeah. I think it'd be cool if maybe they brought like Arcane Energizer and, you know, went with arrows, because that there they get their digging. On top of that, they can get additional damage.
We are
Looks
underway
like
for the game. Nibbles does get first turn here, and we'll open with a Blood Bank. Looking at the level 3s, we got no level 3s this time, so we'll see what the players have in their books this round. That tree is not very useful, by the way. Nibbles can walk right out of it. Yep. And a worm from Nibbles.
This will be an interesting take.
Yeah, so far the only players we've seen bring it are Spork out of the top 16 players, and I believe Septi brought it in a book in the qualifiers, so interesting to see how it performs here with Nibbles being the one to pilot it.
Hard javelin from Nibbles.
Yeah, very good spear that will deflight Schmitty. He'll be forced to tower here. And cannot reach Nibbles now, so Nibbles can flight prot safely. Schmitty gonna go for a lob? Nope, just gonna kill the bank instead. Nibbles gonna go on the offensive, most likely has something that can detower, and no, just a Pegasus. Shock bomb here from Schmitty, and it does hit!
That's a beautiful lob, too.
There's
Schmitty
just
off to a little bit of a rough.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's just enough space for that shock bomb to not fall through there.
The little crack.
Yeah.
That was a really good lob. Saved him there. Oh,
Goes for another one, but this time no good, and Nibbles is gonna be able to take a good advantage of this. Looks like he has Flash or Arcane Bomb. Yep, Arcane Bomb. So he did switch up his book and brings a not only a good sinking spell, but a good digging spell as well. Schmitty gonna be forced to the side here.
Or decay.
Now,
Looks like Nibbles still sticking. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so it is looking like Nibbles is kind of sticking to a few of his spells here, you know, with Pegasus and Aura of Decay. So we'll see what's going on.
Block lob, but does not hit. These risky lobs have not been working out for Schmitty so far, and Nibbles is going to be able to do some big damage here. Likely a spear, and there it is. Arcane Bomb out for Nibbles. And arrow sink!
Schmitty already at 77 health, Nibble at full HP with 25 prot shield on right now. For Siege Schmitty.
gonna be
Schmitty's
drain
just trying to
food.
work up. Yeah, yeah. I'm starting to think, Nibbles brought this worm to kind of get around the fact that Schmitty digs a lot.
Yeah, worm. The benefit of worm on this map is the worm can eat away at the totems and slowly build up its health that way. So we actually saw a worm consume somebody on restream, or sorry, on the broadcast, yesterday, which was quite funny. Nibbles digging here, but will be halted a little bit by the tree. Still in a superior position, though, for sure.
Looks like we're just getting some digging from Nibbles here. Schmitty with the K.
And Nibble's gonna start charging his spear. Of course, Schmitty is still in a bad position. Not much space to work with, stuck in an aura. We'll get it brought up here, but it's not gonna solve his problem here. Nibbles will just be able to keep charging that spear up so that it gets closer and closer to one-shot range. And Schmitty gonna TP to the left now.
And it's funny too, with the spear, it's funny with how it gets charged, but if you really try to make sense of it, think of it like training. You keep doing the same thing, you're getting used to it. So he's getting better with the spear, essentially. This damage is gonna be pretty nasty.
Imagine... Okay, Arcane Bomb gonna dig more towards Schmitty. Was a
Good
very
dig
good
from
lob,
Nibble.
though. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh, Totem spawning right next to Schmitty, though. And the
Another
Arcane
good
Bomb
launch from Nibbles.
will open up a hole for Nibbles to potentially get in, although there is still just enough land to prevent that. Flight proc coming out from Schmitty now. And Nibbles going to also prot here.
Schmitty over here blocking off one of the entrances to his little lair on the left-hand side.
And Nibbles opening up the other one. Alright, Schmitty getting some health back. The totem armas are now gone from the entrance that Nibbles probably wanted to get in. The nice thing for Nibbles is he hasn't used many resources, so he'll still have no issues doing damage to Schmitty despite his recovery.
I agree, absolutely. But I still feel like we're not getting the full scope of what Nibbles has for spells either.
Yeah, he's only revealed maybe 5 or 6 spells.
Yeah.
So
So I'm not gonna lie. If I was versing him, it'd be scary because he's already got charged up javelin, and it's. I don't know how long. I've never actually messed with the javelin like that, but I would assume that it stays.
yep, it does. And Nibbles will be able to get big damage here. Yep,
Ooh.
that is a massive sphere. All of Schmitty's protection shield gone now, and he's gonna be on the run. Goes for the tower. We'll see now what Nibbles potentially has to break through Schmitty's defenses further. Just a protection shield for now.
And Nibbles has 3 of 4 minions out right now as well, with 2 worms and Hemogoblin.
Alright, Nibbles going on the offensive now. Arcane Bomb, but that's not gonna do too much. Schmitty might be able to come with a very good response. He's trying to set up a sink here. I think Schmitty has just enough land to not worry about it. And Gravity Pulses Nibbles into the Void Armor. Nibbles gonna be forced to run away now. Does not get hit by the Void Armor, but a totem spawns right next to him, so... Did Schmitty Q? I think Schmitty Q.
Little friendly reminder as well, we are halfway through the turns now. Just a couple turns over.
And Schmitty getting horrid here. Alright, he did not DC, that's good news. Likely just gonna drain the worm here. Prevent it from doing any more harm. And Nibbles finally has his flight back up. And will likely, I think, not have protection shield quite yet. But gonna lob an Arcane Bomb. It does at least hit without... It doesn't hit Schmitty, but it does hit the land at least. So not a waste of a turn.
Right, and I definitely think his main thing here is that he wants to make sure that he's deleting some of that land so that Schmitty's got nowhere to go. So he's stuck on that corner piece of land. He could fly up, but he's got that Arma here just above him. Should be disappearing here on the next turn, I believe.
Doesn't quite have enough time to get any potential sink here onto Schmitty, but might be able to do some damage with the arrows. And nope. Schmitty now lighting back up. Let's see what he goes for. Gravity Pulse does not sink, but Nibbles just hanging on to Schmitty here, and now I expect a spear will do some big damage. Yep, there it is. Schmitty gonna be forced to retreat, like most likely here. Runs to the right, but now just towers. Now Nibbles has not revealed a good D tower yet, so this will buy Schmitty some time, most likely. Gonna Arcane Bomb him, gonna try and use the Arma to detower him, but the Arcane Bomb arrows miss, and now Schmitty's gonna be able to clock tower run away. Or rather, wheel away, I suppose you could say. You don't really hear it. You don't really get to say that much in Arcanists. Schmitty gonna burn through some muds here. Drain will deflight Nibbles.
Now Nibbles has to be careful because We do have some armas here on the left-hand side.
Thankfully, they are all above him, so he has plenty of space to work with.
Another worm spawn.
Tree will trap Nibbles in here. Of course, Nibbles could always Arcane Bomb out. The Spit does miss Schmitty, so it won't do any damage. And Drain Lob does connect.
Ooh.
So Schmitty will get a lot of health back here. Spear will hit Schmitty, detower him, and put him back down to 200 HP. But he'll just tower again, and like I said, Nibbles doesn't have a very good detower, so won't be able to really continue his aggression here, most likely. Drain? Gravity Pulse, and Nibbles is deflighted. Nibbles is going to drain up to full health, but he does have to be careful as Schmitty could do some big damage here. Gonna Flight Prop first to set up. Nibbles, of course, is still grounded, so might have to TP here.
Ooh. So, Schmitty's got to be careful too, because now these armas are starting to go off here in the spaces that he's got to get through. So, and then hope that he does not either queue or have any issues where he just gets stuck.
It's going to be very hard for Schmitty to engage into Nibbles because of the spear being so heavily charged up. So, even though Schmitty does have most of his resources still available for damage, it's going to be hard for him to out-damage Nibbles. And Nibbles is going to try and go on the offensive here. He is in a pretty dangerous spot, though. And it cues, and he'll be sunk in the water here. Assuming Schmitty does some damage. Most likely will drain here, I imagine, but we'll see. Yep, just draining and letting the Arma do the work here.
That's a tough one too.
Yeah, Nibbles losing a lot of health there. Here goes
Ooh.
Here goes another Shock Bomb lob, but this will not connect.
Yeah, that totem definitely gave him a hard nope.
For sure, and now Schmitty will be deflighted, so we'll have to set his flight prop back up. We still have 10 turns to go, so yep, the players have decided to draw actually, and now we are at draw number 4.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they definitely went down in their books here. You know, they don't really have a lot of attack spells, and I think that's they have them, but they don't have the right kind of spells that are going to be like, hey, I'm gonna mess you up. You know, Schmitty's got bombs or shock bombs, but it's not what he's supposed to have. Oh, looks like Schmitty backed out the lobby here.
Yeah. Maybe
Nibbles
needs a
needs a
little bit of a
break.
break. Is that what he... Oh,
Yeah, that's what
Nibbles
I'm
got a
reading
phone
in the
call
chat
mid-game.
here. Well, I mean, this gives the players a chance to go ahead and actually figure their books out. Maybe play some games in their head, or really truly think about, hey, this is what my opponent's been using. This is what they're used to having in their books, and probably might continue to have. But again, there's so many spells in the game.
Yeah, for sure. Nibbles has been changing up his book the most out of the two of them. I think I still maintain that the shock bomb for Schmitty hasn't really been working for him, especially that last game. He's only gotten like he's only made use of it like once for each of the two games, so it hasn't been very effective over the course of the 60-turn game. Also, what's up, Schmitty? Welcome in. So Nibbles apparently needs a short break. I don't blame them. They've been going on for a little over 2 hours now and have drawn 4 times. So Nibbles got a phone call mid-game, and we'll have to, I suppose, answer that, and probably will be back in a bit. So we'll have a bit of a break here. In the meantime, I guess we can talk about potential books here. I don't know if... Do you think Nibbles will go back to any of the books that he has used yet?
That's a tough one. These guys, I feel like they're truly still feeling each other out here. They're trying to see what bad habits one another has, and that's gonna be honestly the deciding factor in here. Schmitty definitely hugs the sides of the map a lot, and Nibbles really puts himself there at the top of the map. So those are probably two things that they're probably going to be looking at. They try. I think it was, again, they both have S names, so it's hard for me to tell who's who. I think it was Schmitty that had the aerial spells. Is that right?
No, Nibbles. Nibbles had the aerials.
It was Nibbles. So was it Nibbles that was initially hugging in the first round on the sides of the map?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well, they both kind of were, but still.
So it's just kind of been switching. Like the role's been switching, hugging sides of the map, one being at the top of the map. It's gonna be a tough one to decide here, because you don't know what these guys are gonna have for spells. They're both really great players. Nibbles being a 2Ker, Schmitty being, and even then, Schmitty being at 1.4K, messing up a 2.3Ker, that's a big one.
To be fair, so I don't think the ratings really reflect much here because, well, first of all, in terms of like low time standard, which is the setting we're
Right.
playing, Schmitty's still at 1.6, and on top of that, he has more OG experience than Nibbles. Like, he's played Arc 1 for much longer and at a higher level, so he definitely, I would say he has the edge in terms of experience, actually. It's just,
Okay.
Nibbles has been playing Arc 2 longer, so he knows more about the newer spells and mechanics, since the changes have been made. So, on that sense, I don't think it's really much of an uneven footing in terms of rating. Also, I don't
they're
know.
both really good players.
I don't know what Nibbles' LTS rating is currently. I think it's actually lower than Schmitty's. But Nibbles doesn't play much in low time standard like Q. He typically plays in elementals, so he's a top elementals
And hey,
player.
honestly, This might be a better question for you. I I have not been around as long as a lot of these other ladies and gentlemen in the game have been. So LTS is a different ball game. It's not really something that I dip into much. I do here and there, but when it comes to how these guys play, I mean, they're both really good, man. I look at these guys and think, damn, I wish I could be that good. I'm not there yet. I'm definitely a mid-tier player. You got better answers for that one, Ink.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah. To be fair, I've been around since season 5, so that's been a long
Yeah, that's
time.
saying something.
I've been around longer than I think Schmitty's actually been around technically longer, but he took a very long break from Arc 2, like years and years. So he's only coming back and being more active like now, which is kind of a factor.
Yeah.
But regardless, looks like the two are in the lobby now. We might be starting soon as they are both ready and booked up.
Maybe they're not booked up yet. I mean, Nibbles was on the phone, right? So maybe he was just kind of dedicating his time towards that.
Yeah, for sure. Good chance Nibbles is still switching up his book, and I expect Schmitty to have done so while Nibbles was on the phone, but maybe not.
So now, you did ask me what I thought when it comes to their books. What do you think?
Well, I think Nibbles has. I really still really think Nibbles has to take Shock Bomb out. That would be my guess. After that, I don't know. Like, the players have been kind of making mistakes throughout the series, but just they haven't been so big that they can be overcome. We are into the game now, by the way, and let's take a look. No level 3s. Nibbles opening with a tree. And Schmitty blocking off the right side here, interestingly enough. So maybe looking at a more aggressive book here on Schmitty's side. Nibbles getting a bank out. I do think this bank has been very effective for Nibbles throughout the series. It's been helping him a lot with trading blows and healing off the Armageddon and whatnot. So it's been a good pickup.
And I definitely agree on that front as well.
Nibbles going to light pro over and has a worm, so might have a similar book to last time. Collision course here for Schmitty, just misses, but it will put Nibbles in danger here as he is out in the open and could get hit pretty hard here. Spear is going to detower, and I imagine we're going to see another collision course out from Schmitty.
Not too soon, because that thing does have a cooldown.
Oh, it does. Okay, fair enough. Yes, that's right. You know what? It used to not have a cooldown. It got changed. That's what.
Oh.
That's what threw me off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a 5-turn cooldown. Uses Art Infinite though, so he does need to be careful later on in the game here.
Both players now at even HP, but Nibbles does have a bank and a worm out. We'll use Spit to harass Schmitty a little bit more. And we'll get a tower out. It will still be very hard for Schmitty to engage in here, given setup. It looks like he's gonna try. And does have Pebbles.
Ooh. Pebble Shot has been brought back into the game. Let's go.
Vine Whip just hits and sinks Schmitty here. Very impressive Vine Whip.
Barely grazing the map.
I didn't think that was gonna sink towards the end, but he just went up just far enough to be sunk. And
That is one of my favorite things is the Vine Whip.
yeah, it's incredible when it hits. It's very hard to actually get it to hit in effective situations, but that was one of them. And now both players are going to flight prot here. Nibbles has 3 worms out. So it looks like that was one of the changes Nibbles made to his book, is bringing that Vine Whip out. And so far it's been effective, but will it be effective enough in the long run? We'll have to see. Are you gonna
Okay.
cut Nibbles off in the map? Does Nibbles have any digging spells or way to get to Schmitty other than Arcane Bomb? He does have Pebbles as well. And it almost deflights Schmitty, but Schmitty does still have that flight prot. Does he have Gravity Pulse like he's brought throughout the series? And can it sink here? It does!
Ooh. The thing is now, we have to look at Schmitty. You know, he's still stuck here on the right side of the map, and now Nibbles has that whole other part of the map here, so he's got to do some digging.
Yeah, Schmitty's gonna definitely need to create some space here, and already taking that initiative.
So you have to do something about that totem there, that's for sure.
It's like he's gonna choose to run away instead. And just get a protection shield out.
Ooh!
It did reach, okay. It did clip Schmitty there.
Yeah, he went ahead and used that tree seed there, or the forest seed, and he deflected off of that and hit him with it.
Impressive. Looks like Nibbles has Pegasus this time, so we'll have a little bit more mobility to get onto the other side of the map. But for now, just gonna Aura. And Schmitty going to continue digging, this time on the lower side of the map.
You remember that game Dig Dug Inc?
I
don't know
don't.
if you've ever played it. It's
I
an
don't.
old game, dude. This is what this reminds me of. It's just him digging.
Arcane Bomb not gonna dig all the way, so Schmitty won't have the initiative in terms of being able to damage Nibbles, thankfully, but is gonna tree Nibbles now to block him off. And here comes the other Arcane Bomb.
Sort of eat that tree away, alright.
Yep, that will be dead next turn, and Nibbles can continue digging towards Schmitty. Of Decay now,
He's gotta
but
be careful here.
yeah, I don't think Nibbles wants to engage here. He's just gonna start charging his spear, which is actually something Schmitty can't do much about.
I think these gentlemen gotta start getting some things underway, man. Fight, fight, fight!
Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult for Schmitty to engage into Nibbles once again. Whereas Nibbles kind of has the initiative, getting this big spear charged. And this time, Nibbles has brought Pebbles, so Tower won't be able to save Schmitty here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I thought they both had Pebble. Did they not?
They did, yeah. But what I mean by that is, last game, Schmitty could kind of stall out Nibbles by just towering, because Nibbles didn't have a good D-tower spell. This time, that's different. Nibbles does have a good D-tower in Pebble, so we'll see how that changes once Nibbles goes more aggressive. As Totem actually opens up the map here on the side of Schmitty. He's going to attack it, but it's not going to kill the Totem at all. Bank out now from Nibbles so that he's fully set up. And Schmitty now at 131 prot, but I don't think that's going to be enough to withstand the spear of Nibbles.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little tough now because there's definitely an opening there now, and he's got to figure out what he's gonna do next. Because this could be an issue. It could be a heavy spear or a sink. Got a misspit from Nibbles' worm. Goes for another Pegasus.
This time Schmitty bringing a Storm Spirit out with a Wind Shield. Mainly, I believe the intention of this is to prevent getting speared, but it'll still be difficult. It won't stop the worm either, because that worm can spit through the windshield, so...
It looks like the worm has already gotten it consumed now. It's now at 50 health. It's a little bit bigger now.
Yep. Schmitty gonna try and negate that, but if the worm reaches far enough, it will hit that, and there it is. It already is hitting that spirit shield, and the aura will kill it.
Now, the thing is, if Nibbles can get down there, he can get that spear in finally, or something. He can start attacking if he wanted to. Looks like he's just still playing it safe at the moment.
Like he's gonna try and clear out even more land, and looks like Schmitty is gonna be the one to try and engage here. Likely going to Mud
Gravity
Ball
Pulse?
or Gravity Pulse. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mud Ball to start.
Not bad at all.
Of course, Nibbles can Arcane Bomb out if he wishes to, and chooses to do so.
We are now halfway through 60 turns once again.
And already, these turns go by so fast.
But not fast enough. See, now I think in cases like this, when you have these games, having something like Dark Defenses so you can start having that very offensive playstyle is a good backup, especially for someone like Nibbles, who he's got 2 Pegasus out. You know, he's still got his blood bank out. You know, things like this could really be like, hey, I can play offensively, let me get Dark Defenses in my book as well, you know?
That Mud Ball is going to trap Nibbles in with the Pegasus, so if he wants to get out, he's gonna have to kill it, most likely. Alright, we're gonna have an engagement here. Here comes most likely the Clock or a Shock Bomb. No, just a Drain to start. I imagine Nibbles is going to follow this up with a Spear. And there it is. It only does 100, so it's not as charged as we might have thought.
Doesn't distance have something to do with that as well?
I don't think so, actually. It has distance. It has to do with how charged it gets. But I believe the distance is very, very low. Like, it's almost nothing.
Yeah, because it says here, damage scales up quickly based off of distance traveled.
Oh, I guess so. All right. Well,
He just needs to really give himself some of that room there, but I think he's just trying to stay away from the bottom there, which now he's kind of stuck in. So
interestingly enough, Nibbles brought Entangle. Schmitty not getting hit by the Void Armor. He had 1 HP on the tower, so he'll be fine here. And he's gonna try and trap Nibbles in and let the Armor do damage here. So Nibbles will most likely have to TP away. And there's the TP. Maybe going more on the offensive here. Right up to Nibbles and...
Lust? Nope, flash.
Oh, he tried to flash, but it just... The angle was just off, and now Nibbles will be able to do some heavy damage here if he chooses. Just a drain, so he doesn't have that many damage spells outside of Spear, it seems. Now Schmitty will be able to do some damage of his own, but I guess he chooses not to. Just a protection shield now. And try and get Nibbles to do some damage of his own instead. And there's this big
Nibbles
spear.
has to be careful here.
There's the collision course.
There goes that collision, yep.
Void Armor gonna damage Schmitty though, so Schmitty down to 118 health only. Here comes the Arcane Bomb. Will that sink Schmitty or no?
This is... Nope.
Nope. But it does knock him into the other
that
Void Armor.
Ooh.
4 health. Schmitty on the ropes here. Aura of Decay could kill. Tower for now, but I think a Pebble will actually kill Schmitty here in combination with the Void Armor. And here it comes. And that's going to be game. And Nibbles will take this best of 3 and advance to the next round of Group B.
Congratulations.
Well, this was the longest series of that we've had so far, and we'll see if we can get them in for an interview. Maybe not, because like I said, they've been playing for quite some time now, so perhaps they'll decline, but we'll see. Let me just fix the interview panel and whatnot first.
So before we started this, or as we were kind of waiting before we started this tournament group set tonight, who did you think was going to win to begin with?
To be honest, Spork is probably one of the favorites.
That's fair.
Yeah, because Spork had won the last Low Times tournament, and Alright, looks like Nibbles is gonna come in for an interview, and we'll see if Schmitty wants to join.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, there's Nibbles, and GG's and congrats.
Thank you.
I will try and get Schmitty in. He was asking where. So.
Congrats, Nibbles. He did good, man.
Thank you. That was a very long set.
Yeah.
It was 2.5 hours almost of probably 2 hours 15 minutes with the breaks and the late start.
Alright, I'm gonna drag Schmitty in now, and welcome in Schmitty as well. GG's.
Yo.
Hey, Schmitty, good games.
Oh man, dude, I was getting bored.
I find standard a little boring as well because it's so easy if you have no intent of actually winning to just stall it out with pretty much any book.
Yeah. Yeah, the last few matches I just went like full aggressive stuff, and then like I mean I was missing shit and whatnot. I didn't even care like about even if I did lose. I just wanted to try to dominate.
Yeah, I went with some rather aggressive books too at the end. I forgot important spells. I forgot Arcane Bomb one time, and then I forgot Pebbles the other time. So he would tower, and I would have nothing for 5 turns.
Yeah, I mean, Nibbles, you switched up your books quite a bit. But Schmitty managed to
Yeah.
stall some of those out.
Yeah, so I just think that it's good to keep switching it up a little bit while we try to figure out how the other person plays, and just so that they don't catch on to what you're trying to do as well. I think did I lose game one, or were there a bunch of draws and then I lost? I don't remember.
It
I think
was
it was game one.
it was one draw, and then I think Schmitty won, and then I think you won, Nibbles, and then it was a few more draws before we got to the last game.
Yeah, because I think I lost that first one. Then I just told Pimps to share the book that he had been using.
Oh yeah, the Seismix, or was it or was it a different one?
The Seas mix, yeah.
Yeah, because he shared it in the public chat, so in the lobby, actually. But of course that's the public chat, so it doesn't share over other lobbies and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I mean that was the longest series we had so far by quite a bit. Frozen DX we thought was pretty long with 4 games, but this one went to 6, I believe. So I don't know. You guys feel? Or sorry, 1, 2, 3. I think it was more than that.
I think it
7.
might have been 7 games.
7, yeah. Man, that was quite something. I don't know. Are you guys just glad it's over?
Yeah, definitely, because I've still got some assignments due this week. So
Yeah, pretty much the approach I was going for. It was like all or nothing. Like I want to just like speed up the game, lob some stuff, like, and if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, then all right.
Gotcha.
So-
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Squid.
No, I'm all good. After completing all these matches, guys, you guys, first of all, did amazing. The both of you guys. Yes, it was drawn out, but y'all were, you get down to 30 HP, all of a sudden you're back up to 250 HP with a prot shield, or the other guys went back down again, and it was just a bunch of back and forth. Honestly, with all that being said, and how hard you guys played, what do you think you could have done better?
Well, I think my last few games, if I just took it more serious, wasn't trying to lob, and I don't know, the prior games, I probably could have been more aggressive, maybe, because I was definitely playing it very safe where I wanted the totems to do the work.
yeah, I think for me, book selection, those 2 late draws that we had, the first one where I couldn't close because I didn't have Arcane Bomb, the second one where I couldn't close because I didn't have Pebbles, just stuff like that, making sure that the book is actually the right book to be able to close and isn't just going to get stalled out to something like Mud or Tree or Clock Tower. And then the second thing is micro. My micro is not very good. There were times where I saw that I could go for something and I would just get stuck on a pixel.
Oh yeah, speaking of pixel, so I think it was the game that I lost. I went to drain, but then I hit a pixel. Oh man, that got me.
I think so.
I
What was that?
someone messaged me and told me to turn the background to black, and like I did not know I could do that, and like that was a game changer.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I've been asking for is to just delete 1 by 1 pixels because they're so hard to see, or at least like make them easier to see.
Yeah, I think I remember you both went for it. It was a back-to-back move. You know, one of you hit something or miss at the same time, and the other guy, you know, he went and shot the dream bolt and it hit that pixel, and I was like, oh man, I was like, that right there was game changing.
Yeah, I think that may have been a draw game because I think that was the game that I had the DK, and the DK was the game I couldn't close.
Yeah, I mean they all like merged together at this point. The last
Yeah,
game, though, I definitely messed up not paying attention to the to my placement. Those totems did big damage.
Yeah. I would say one mistake you made as well was using aura at all. Like, any time that you just hold aura in your pocket and don't use it for damage, I can't charge spear because I toss it out and you just instantly aura it and it's gone for 5 turns. Whereas
Yeah.
you let me charge and I you know, I'll take the free 28 extra damage and then recycle later.
Yeah, I do forget about the spear, and yeah, that you're right.
Yeah, there were times that I was trying really hard to bait it out, stacking minions all over myself, just hoping you would aura.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I could talk about the coming matches because, of course, Schmitty, you're not out of the tournament yet. This is only since this group stage is GSL, or rather, in technical terms, double elimination. So you will be facing Nev in the lower bracket. How are you feeling going into that?
Is that the Nevitz from OG Arc?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to change up my play style, because yeah, he's definitely a contender. I think he's the aggressive type, so yeah, I might have to practice a few more games and whatnot. Is it single elimination or is it still like best of 3?
It's still best of 3. Of course, if you lose the match against Nev, you will be out. But
Yeah.
you do
Yeah, I
have
like
a
best
3-game
of
set.
3. Yeah, I like best of 3 because like the first game, like get to kind of feel out the other person's play style, and it seems like it's fine to make a mistake, but then you got to play quite perfect the next few games.
Yeah, for sure. Nibbles, you on the other hand, you'll be advancing to face Slim Bill. Of course, if you win that match, you will get to the playoffs. How are you feeling going against Bill?
So this is actually the exact route that we had in qualifier 2. So I beat Schmitty to get to the final against Bill, where I lost. That was a best of 1. And I distinctly remember that game that it was right before the server was going to reset. And I think we got to turn 55 or something, and I just overcommitted and really got punished by the Armas, like 150 plus damage in 1 turn. And I think if I don't make that mistake, and if I'm willing to say I don't think I can close with all these armors around, and I'll just take him in the next game, then I think I have a chance of beating Bill.
Gotcha. Well, on that note, I will double check if we have any other questions. I think we don't. So on that note, do you guys have anything else you want to add before we wrap this up?
Nothing. I'm just exhausted.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah.
I was ill. In that sense, I suppose I will let you to enjoy the rest of your evening, or whatever's left of it. I'm sure maybe you have work in the morning or something like that, or class or something like that. But yeah, thank you both for joining us for this interview, and perhaps we'll get to see more of you in the future.
All right, so good.
Thanks
Peace.
for having me, Think.
Yeah,
Well
for
played
sure.
game, guys.
Thanks, Squid.
Yeah, thanks. Peace.
On that note, Squid, you got anything more you want to add about the series?
Honestly, I look forward to hopefully being your guys' commentator in the future. Thank you guys for watching and supporting Arcanists as much as you guys do. And thank you as well, Ink, for hosting these, man. You know, you guys are amazing. You guys do a great job.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, I will do a quick thing before we wrap up. There we go. I didn't have this set up before. I'm setting up the kind of mid-broadcast because, like I said, I didn't have access to stream elements. But yeah, before we wrap up, I just want to give a shout out to Squid. Give him a follow on Twitch. I think correct me if I'm wrong. If that's your Twitch link. If not,
Yep,
I'll fix it real
that's
quick.
my handle.
All right, perfect. Yeah, give Squid a follow. He actually does stream, so you can check out his Twitch at that appropriate link. And of course, if you want to follow myself, today's broadcast host, you can follow me at either those Twitch or YouTube links, both tags at Ink7. So yeah, on that note, I'll also put up in YouTube because we don't have the commands for YouTube. We only have them for Twitch, unfortunately. So let me copy those over. But yeah, on that note, like Squid said, thanks everybody for watching and supporting some good old Arcanists, and we will have more group stage matches later on in the tournament. We don't have anything scheduled yet at the moment, so be sure to keep an eye out in the Arcness Discord for when the tournament broadcasts go up. There is a role you can take to get alerts for whenever a stream comes up. So yeah, keep an eye on that, and we will see you all next time. Have a good night.
Peace.